Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Patriots team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're
damn, these niggas traded to Kobe Bryant.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year. A man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Here we go. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a second and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. What?
Check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Third play here on this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes.
Back in the game, dummy.
Attracted from the moment of the quarterback's hand. And that's just what he needed to be to knock it away.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The numbers for Mixon last week, he was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Made some few, but couldn't have made all of them.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Get off me, bitch! That's T motherfucking Higgins. Let's go! First down! Make, oh yeah, make, do it on him.
They've needed a play this year. He's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Oh, big.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Steps away. He's got it.
Cuddy McPherson.
Bengals. Stanley Morgan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as we get this up to the 29. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and, of course, leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now Jones. He's going to get this complete to Gaskin. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing Jones. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 19 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, 30 yards. And the Pats respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, with 3 minutes left, they are in one of those 3 wildcard spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, They totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
Burrow on play action. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Mixon with a first down.
God damn it, Matthew.
Go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 2nd and 16. Burrow, he finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier. This time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he's not worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two is not going to be enough. You better get some other guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see. This close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me,
start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Again, it's Stevenson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season...
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether those feet were in bounds. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. A 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points going on. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across that.
Mixing up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bengals hit 10 and 4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you...
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's Jones throwing on first down. That's complete to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Completes it to
Why would it switch me to the nigga right there when I'm trying to make contact with the quarterback? Why switch me to the fucking nigga in coverage? Give me that shit, bitch.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own foot. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Oh my goodness.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified.
And he lost the football.
Give me that shit, nigga!
And they have the football and will set up.
Somebody went in my room. Yeah, I went to my room. Do you like basil pesto? Basil pesto? Do you think you could make it at home? Pine nuts. Pine nuts. Where would you get those? Where, like where? Maybe the bulk section? How long can I keep it for? What's up? This music going to pine nuts. Okay. 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 To have? Yeah, I have one of those ninja things. I have one of those ninja things. No.
Garlic, salt and pepper in, and then you blend it, and then you add the oil in while it's blending, so it creates kind of like that taste. Because it's kind of similar to how you make like garlic sauce. Because garlic sauce is just olive oil, but it's emulsified when you put it in the food processor or the blender.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I can't do that.
Well, if you pour it all in at one time, it's not going to turn out right. It's going to be an oily mess.
What if I do it a bit at a time?
Mm-hmm.
So what if I do it a bit at a time?
Well, you're supposed to do it while it's running because it incorporates the air.
Okay, well, then I can't do it.
I'll make it here.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Let me in a hot dog. Talk to you later.
All right.
3-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And this time will be intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Williams. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch. A signal forward and taken. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down. Here's Burrow. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 23. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got it. A touchdown. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we are at halftime here on Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis operating good and set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number three. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit and try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 41 yards now on the ground of just 7 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jones on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Looking to throw. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So on 4th down, Jones joins off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And Folk's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. After the main field goal back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury. Because they
had pressure coming, and they got it once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back to Mixon on first down. They'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
No fucking way, man.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the sideline, and he's got it.
That's a fucking catch, Mike.
Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Oh. Let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal. Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Give me that shit, bitch! Spike it. Gronk spike. In New England. Spike it. Oh, that's weird.
And the Bengals Bengals are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Make it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. They are in desperate need of finding the end zone. An opening there on that first down run as he gets his forward for about 8 or 9. Looks to be out officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run once more with Stevenson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals have recovered it. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Powers through it.
Get off of me!
But not before he's inside the 30. 61 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Here we go. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff to Mixon. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Here we go. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Play action. It's Burrow. This goes out.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon.
Spike it.
With touchdown
Poor.
number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals extend this 4th quarter lead, and they're getting closer and closer to winning.
Oh my goodness. L to the OG. To the OG.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it.
Spike it.
Touchdown Bengals.
Oof.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New England's offense set to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he loses the football.
Get the ball. Let's go.
He's got room. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And I don't know that
L to the OG.
Look at the deficit here in the fourth.
Do the OG. A playing.
Scratching his head, but writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. It doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Line of scrimmage, the 9, 2nd and about a yard. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's caught.
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals
Teddy McPherson. Let's go. Let's see. Stats. Okay. Joe Burrow's having like a 70-point game in fantasy.
Pearson up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. And he will score.
Hit the shit out that boy.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
McPherson up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just had on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. On the coverage, a little too good there. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Again, it's Mixon. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some space here. 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 146 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now another timeout call for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, I have to admit I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League.